As many of you probably know, with me emphasizing it repeatedly on this channel, both Anthony Davis and I were far from impressed with the Lakers' big man rotation leading up to the trade that eventually sent him out for Luka Doncic. To me, the rotation seemed undersized, lacked presence, and frankly, was just underwhelming.
What more can be done with this roster? Are you satisfied with the roster? Do you feel like you guys need some more here?
I think we need another big. I feel like I've always been at my best when I've been the 4. And having a big out there, we know it worked when we won the championship with JaVale and Dwight. I'm at the 5 and I'm at the 4.
It's pretty crazy how Anthony Davis did that whole sit-down interview with Shams, pleading for the Lakers to help him out in this regard, only to get shipped himself. Why am I bringing this up again, repeating myself, you ask? Well, because the whole situation is just too funny and oozes with irony that only keeps building as the plot thickens. We've gotten a look at Luka in Los Angeles, and nothing is looking like everybody thought that it would. But before we get into all of this, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of this top tier content. Also, don't forget to leave a like. LeBron James has been putting up impressive averages of 24.5 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 9 assists this season, all while delivering jaw-dropping plays just like this one.
Oh, that's going to be Christie. It's either he or Rui. Look out! Look out! Here comes LeBron with the left-hand jam! Wow, and then nice. They throw it away! Reaves! What a jam by LeBron!
Regardless of what the critics may have thought, there's been no denying that LeBron James was already having an exceptional season ahead of the trade. But somewhere around the time of that infamous Anthony Davis-Luka Doncic trade, it's like a switch would flip.
Color. That's right, but a little gold on each, even more impressive than his. Okay! From the logo!
Bron hasn't just been dominating, he's back to having fun. And that's a scary sight for the rest of the league. Not long after the trade, he'd deliver a historic performance against the Warriors, dropping 42 points on 14 of 25 shooting, 17 rebounds, and 8 assists. With those 42 points, he'd surpass Michael Jordan, becoming the oldest player in NBA history to score 40 points in a game. No big deal, right? If Bron keeps this up, then we just might see him out there Uncle Drewing the league when he's 65. LeBron James wasn't the only one on the team who had been balling though. This entire Lakers team looked like it had undergone a complete transformation. It's as if every player on the team suddenly tapped into a hidden power, much like Aang discovering his true potential in Avatar: The Last Airbender. No exaggeration. Some of those Lakers players were playing out of their minds. With neither Luka nor LeBron in the lineup, Austin Reaves exploded for 45 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists against the Indiana Pacers. And yeah, I'm fully aware of how scorching hot that Austin Reaves has been lately, but 45, 7, and 7? That man was straight up on fire against the Indiana Pacers.
Short future. That's, to me, is not what that trade was all about, Dave. Reaves throws a three. That's a...
And then, have you guys seen how Jaxson Hayes has been playing?
Still filing in, the wall is filling up, and Jaxson Hayes!
This man has been dunking everything and playing with a ton of energy. He's been playing with so much energy that you almost want to forget all about those brain-dead stretches that make the man look like he should be on the couch watching the game with us. Jaxson Hayes has always had that raw athleticism. I saw it firsthand in New Orleans, but back then, it seemed like he was still figuring out how to fully tap into it. Now in Los Angeles, everything has been simplified, which has it looking like he's finally starting to figure something out. He's still a work in progress, but at least we're seeing progress. Even if a large part of that progress is being spoon-fed and playing with more consistent energy, progress is progress. When you're as athletic as him, energy can go a long way. The kind of energy that Hayes can provide can energize an entire team. It almost feels like he took AD's frustrations with the team's big man rotation to heart with how well that he's been playing since that request from AD. Consequently, after trading AD, the Lakers would finally acquire that center that AD had wanted so badly. They'd just have to trade Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, a 2030 pick swap, and a 2031 unprotected first round pick to do so. That is kind of a lot, but to be fair, Mark Williams is kind of a beast. After the trade, Mark Williams wasted no time posting purple and gold hearts to X. Do you guys think that this guy was excited? How could he not be? He was leaving one of the worst basketball situations in the league to join two of the best passers in NBA history, Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Sadly, this honeymoon phase didn't last long at all. As it turned out, Mark Williams wasn't actually leaving Charlotte, thanks to the Lakers rescinding the trade. For the Lakers to reverse this trade with their center rotation at the time, things had to have been pretty bad with Mark. And with the way that all of this is playing out, it's safe to assume that they were. According to Shams, his physical with the Lakers showed multiple issues leading up to the team failing him on the exam. And these issues would be separate from the back problems that have already bit a large chunk out of his career. Yeah, that's not exactly great. After the news broke, the Hornets released a statement saying that the Lakers were super eager to acquire Mark Williams, which ultimately led to them making the difficult decision to trade him. But after all of what went down, they were excited to have him back. Yet, just a day or so later, the Hornets would be like, whoa, hold on, a deal is a deal, this guy is yours. According to Shams, with the deal being axed, the Hornets were trying to explore options to dispute Mark Williams' failed physical designation with the Los Angeles Lakers. If you were genuinely that excited about his return, then why would you even consider disputing this failed physical designation? The only reason that you'd do something like that is because you're not excited about his return at all. You're actually rather disappointed, and you're mad that the Lakers Scooby-Dooed your attempt at pulling a fast one. I get it, the game is the game, but seriously, come on, Charlotte.
Here's the thing, Shannon. I'm just going to say it, I'm okay when shots are missed. I'm okay when errors happen. But if there's at least effort, I can live with those things. Mark Williams has put together a first half that I've never seen from a starting center at the NBA level. Heck, even maybe the college level. He was so poor from an effort perspective today that they had to switch him off of Jonas Valanciunas, and then he was giving up wide open threes because he wasn't hustling out to contest threes. The effort has to be better. You might be down 23 points, whatever. But the effort has to be better. This is a Washington Wizards team that's dead last in offense and dead last in defense. And they are beating you by 23 points on your home floor because you don't feel like moving. This is crazy. And Mark Williams, if you're going to be the center of a franchise where they've invested in you and they have planned for you to be a core piece of what they're going to be moving forward, that effort is unacceptable.
Standing at 7 feet tall, possessing a monstrous 9'9" standing reach, Mark Williams boasts the longest standing reach in the league. Surprisingly, it even surpasses Wemby's. When this guy sticks his hands up, those hands are only 3 inches away from the rim. As you guys can tell, Williams is a physical freak, loaded with the talent to dominate on both ends of the floor. However, his inconsistent motor and injury history always made him a player with some inherent risk. Turns out, that risk was greater than we knew. It was so great that the Lakers said, nah, we're good on this end. We'll gladly take back Connect and the rest of our assets that we had in that trade. Which Connect isn't exactly handling this news the best. Obviously for the Lakers, losing a physical presence and actual big like Mark Williams sucks. But no worries because the Lakers have Jaxson, Hayes.
So, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels.
In the Lakers season opener, their starting lineup consisted of D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reaves, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and Anthony Davis. Compare that to the lineup that this team used for Luka's debut. For his debut, they'd start himself, Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and Jaxson Hayes. If I would have told you at the start of this season that one day that this would be the Lakers lineup, you would have called me crazy. Luckily in Luka's debut, the Lakers' lack of depth at center wasn't an issue. Everyone was locked in and the team didn't miss a beat.
Luka, be yourself. Don't fit in, fit the out, be yourself. Here we go, dominate, 1, 2, 3, dominate.
Bron encouraged Luka to be himself, and that's exactly what he did. Luka wasted no time making his mark on this game.
And here's Dončić driving, puts it up, instead it's a lob. And Hayes with
Luka's first assist as a Laker would come on a lob to who other than Jaxson Hayes. On this play, Luka, one of the league's premier slashers, darts into the lane, euros a defender out of the play, and instead of opting to finish, he simply lofts the ball to Jaxson Hayes, who has to be feeling like he just found the winning lottery ticket on the ground. Talk about being lucky. Most bigs never get the chance to play with a talent like Luka Doncic or LeBron James over the course of their career. Yet, Jaxson Hayes is getting the unique opportunity to play alongside both. Plus, Austin Reaves is no slouch as a passer either. He's quickly emerging as one of the top creators in the league. Austin Reaves video, anyone? We are in for some exciting and high-level basketball in Los Angeles. Back to the breakdown.
hasn't taken a shot yet. Dončić has attempted one. On the switch, Luka's got the big on him. Tries the three. And hits it.
For Luka's first basket, he used a screen from Rui, got Kessler to switch onto him, then hesitated into his signature shot, one that we all know is money. He doesn't do anything flashy, but he creates just enough space to avoid Kessler's outstretched arms, making sure that one of the league's top shot blockers contest doesn't matter. It's crazy how he can make something like this look so easy when it clearly isn't. This is a stark reminder that Luka remains one of the game's greatest offensive engines.
Markkanen's three, not there. Dončić fires down court to James in stride. It rolls around and drops. What a look by Luka to LeBron.
Luka does everything on offense. Whether it's pulling down a rebound and delivering a pass to a streaking LeBron James, or simply running the show himself, Luka does it all. His basketball IQ and versatility allow him to impact every facet of the game. There's no part on offense where this guy isn't a threat. Luka didn't exactly shut down the arena in his debut, scoring just 14 points on 5 of 14 shooting, with 5 rebounds and 4 assists, but that's okay because we know his body of work. This season, he's been averaging 28.1 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 7.8 assists. Mind you that this was his first game back from an injury that has kept him sidelined since Christmas. One off shooting night in a debut isn't going to erase what Luka Doncic is truly capable of, or diminish the impact that he has while he's on the court. Even with Luka not at his best, him and Bron still managed to pull through and deliver a memorable night for Dirk. This game, the Lakers cruised to a solid 132-113 win over the Jazz. Sure, the Jazz are deep in their rebuild and focused more on Cooper Flag, or I mean the draft, but it was still a nice win to add to their record, especially considering that this wasn't their best performance with everybody still figuring everything out. Fast forward to their next game though, and yikes. That same Lakers team would somehow drop a shocker to the Jazz, which is definitely not something that I expected after that convincing win that they just had. I'm still not worried though, as it takes time for everyone to gel. We've seen this time and time again throughout the NBA. With Reaves' evolution and with the Lakers adding Luka to an explosive concoction, we could see a fresh LeBron when the NBA playoffs roll around. But even with that, will everything be enough this year to do some damage? DFS and the return of Vanderbilt have significantly bolstered the Lakers' defense, helping them to be a top defense over the last 10 games, which is a bit of a surprise, at least to me. Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves will all be attacked come playoff time, which could be a problem. And even if they hold up, who are they going to throw at a big like Jokic? Remember that there's not going to be a Mark Williams or Anthony Davis under that basket to protect the paint. As good as this team can be, Jaxson Hayes desperately needs some more front court help. Never in a million years did I ever think that I'd be saying something like that. Alex Len, who they recently signed, has averaged 1.4 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 0.8 assists this season. He's something, but as I've said, they need more. The timing of this whole Mark Williams debacle really couldn't be any worse. But hey, as I said earlier, at least the Lakers have Jaxson Hayes.
Wide open.
That is, as long as he's healthy. Man, what is this Lakers center rotation? But say the word, and I'll drop a Hayes video. Williams really has to be cooked for the Lakers to not take a chance on him with this rotation. The Lakers center rotation might be ugly, but at least things are exciting. With all of the excitement going on in Los Angeles, does anybody else feel a little bad for AD? He definitely got the short end of the stick with this whole ordeal, but we'll be diving more into that shortly. So make sure that you're subscribed with notifications on so that you don't miss that or any of my other content. Anyways, there's some more going on in the basketball world that I need to be covering, so clicking the video on the screen right now and using code COOP for Underdog are both great ways to support this channel. I'm GETLIKECOOP, bringing you guys the scoop until our next upload.